Actually, that's when we're at our best.
That's what I'm about to say.
When we don't have
script,
lines.
Yeah, that's it. You're hampering our creativity. I agree. So
How did you guys meet?
Well, actually, he was in high school.
That's right.
And his director, my old director, Signorelli, allowed me to intern with him. And I assistant directed him on Once Upon a Mattress, where he wore tights.
The tight story is absolutely true. I remember several members of the audience afterwards said that they'd never seen masculinity like that in tights before. Mr. Smith absolutely was my director when I was in high school. And the amount of things I learned from him and have forgotten since then are tremendous.
Probably best that you forgot that.
I agree.
To be honest.
I agree. I agree.
All right. What do you guys teach / advise?
Students.
Children?
Yeah.
What classes do you teach? And indoor clubs do you run?
I teach physics.
And I teach drama and English.
Talk
And,
about
Perpetual motion. It goes
Ooh.
downward. It never goes upward unless there's enough force that brings it back this way. AP question.
There you
Watch
go.
out for it.
We must always go forwards, never backwards. Always upwards, never forwards. And always twirling, twirling, twirling towards freedom.
okay.
Hashtag freedom.
Talk about your part in the show.
Okay, well, we play 2 teachers.
Yes. One who teaches physics and
And
one
who teaches
I think they
English and
mixed it
drama.
up in the script, though. I
Yeah,
think
they got it mixed up. So
I think
you
they
play
messed
the
it up.
English teacher named
And you're playing the
Sav,
physics teacher.
named Smith.
Correct.
And
correct.
yeah, the physics teacher is like this weird, wacky guy who
Yeah.
like is a crazy inventor of a time machine.
And the English teacher is this like pompous like guy who like thinks too much of himself.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure where they got the characteristics
Yeah,
of these people.
it was really
But,
weird.
Yeah.
But choices.
Favorite part about working with the kids? Like, what are they like?
I don't like working with kids.
Actually, I feed off their energy like a psychic vampire, and that's why I still look so young. I'm actually 172 years old.
Oh.
But by feeding off of their essence, by basically torturing them with things like tests and like other things like that, I'm able to suck the energy of their youth, cause them to age, and I say, like, you know, yeah.
Being a teacher has a really good pension.
You guys favorite scene or song in the show?
Obviously, agony.
Well, the
Yeah.
one we're in, is that the answer?
Yeah,
Those
agony,
scenes
yeah.
are our favorites thus
Yeah,
far.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Funniest line.
Hours.
Oh my God, that line that you have, and then I say,
And then yeah.
but then you when we come back, and
Oh, yeah.
now that's funny.
Oh my God.
That's funny. That's funny.
Good stuff.
Is it weird to be directed by your own former students?
No.
Not at all. Rita Sarley was more mature than me when I had her in 8th grade. And so the fact that she's directing me now really feels like it's long overdue.
Honestly, when she was the president of the Thespian Club, she bossed me around then. So,
Yeah.
it's actually nothing new.
It feels as though what should have been happening for a long time is just finally happening.
Finally, it's official.
Yes,
It's official.
agreed, yes.
Yeah, what was happening was still happening.
It was still happening. It's just
But now it's official.
Hey, we can't call her Rita anymore. We have to call her Miss Sarley.
Miss Sarley,
That's right.
or Sir.
Yeah.
How did you get involved in theater?
That's a good
Okay.
question. That's a good
Well,
question.
okay, I think both of us have a kind of a weird thing.
Yeah.
Me, I've always loved theater, but I was like, because toxic masculinity back then. But then there was this girl that I thought was really cute, and I knew she was trying out for the musical, and so I tried out for the musical, and then I wound up in the musical, and she wound up not having a part. So, and I've been in theater ever since.
Oh my God, what a great story that is.
It's real true, too.
What position in football were you?
I was a fullback.
You're full of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fully back.
Well, that's. I remember that now.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
I
yeah.
completely remember
in
that.
baseball, I played left out.
Oh,
Yeah,
I believe that.
Yeah, I used to like it, but every time I got to third base, the coach told me to go home. Like, oh, man, I was
it's not
finally
fair.
winning.
You're just getting into it too.
Right.
And that's really a shame.
Take my wife, please.
Whereas for me, I did some shows in high school. I played Pigpen in Charlie Brown originally, and then I went on to do several things afterwards. And I became an avid director for a children's program in North Babylon that I helped to start there. And then eventually,
And actually, that's when you got me
I
on
took
board.
you on
Yeah.
as an intern originally.
And then I took over.
And then I yelled at the girl who was supposed to play Annie and told
Right.
her to get into her blanket dress.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you remember that, yeah. So I said
yeah.
the little the
Blanket is
11-year-old
red,
girl-
red,
yeah, red
red dress.
blanket red. So I said Annie, she was saying, "Oh, I don't want to get my dress. I don't want to look looks at me." And I took the 11-year-old backstage and I grabbed her by the cuff and said, "Get in the blanking dress." and for these purposes, blanking equals red.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's how I remember it.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite show at the school you've seen / directed?
Yes, I like all the shows that I've directed.
Yeah, actually, yeah, really good ones. I loved I Remember Mama. I was the only one who saw it. But it was good.
You remember Mama.
Nobody else does. Obviously, you know, we have such quality plays. But one of them that also stands out, I mean, there's a lot of them. Cabaret was incredible. Also, I really love One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
That was my favorite.
I found that, like, when I was still at the end of the run crying, I'm like, wow. And it's nothing to do with us. We suck.
No,
but
well,
the kids
no,
are great.
It's the truth. And I'll tell you something. And honestly, when I saw A Cuckoo's Nest that night, I'll never forget. Because I have like such like an intimate relationship with so many of the people that were in the show.
Yeah.
So I know them so many times. Same with Mr. Smith. We know them so well. For them to convince me that they were someone else and put me in that willing suspension of disbelief, I walked out of there and I was emotionally shook after having seen it. That was incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. This is serious.
So that last one. We answered
that was actually serious.
we did.
That was the only one we've
It
been
adds
serious
value
about.
to the seriousness when we say something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like a very special episode.
Yeah, yes.
Some advice you could give about pursuing or working in theater during a pandemic?
I'm still trying to figure it out myself. You're saying professionally?
Professionally, community theater, high school theater, anything.
Okay. So the number one thing you have to do is remember safety first. Okay.
Agreed.
That you have to make sure that your audience, your actors, your stage crew, everyone involved is safe. That's the key thing you need to do. So that after that, any art you can create is beautiful and wonderful. That's my opinion.
And like we've been doing in drama this year, we're doing the best with what we can do with what we have. And I agree with Mr. Smith 100%. The foundation is safety. And then after that, you do whatever you can within those parameters that you can. Just like what you guys are doing with the musical. And that's why I know Mr. Smith and I are both so happy that this is actually happening.
Oh my
because
God.
And it has a lot to do, it has all to do with your directors and how they have advocated for you guys to make this happen.
Like really strong. Yeah.